Hi. Can everybody see the PowerPoint? Okay. I'll just start a brief about crafting. Just a second, sir. Able to. Okay. Let me introduce myself. My name is Parikshit. I'm the founder of Crafting Home Decor India Private Limited. So just to give a brief, like how we started, why we started crafting. So I was actually working in a private sector in Delhi in banking sector in the software division. So finally, I got my calling to Northeast and wanted to start something in sustainable products. So I was researching, going through all the sustainable material that we can walk around. So that was cane, bamboo, water hyacinth. So bamboo was something which actually excited us, like to start with, because at the beginning the capital cost was very low, so we can start immediately. And we have seen that there are lots of demand, and there are lots of people who are looking for bamboo products. But actually what we have seen that the market is totally unorganized. So we thought that we can play a role over here, wherein actually we can see there is a lots of potential, because there is not a organized players are not there. So I think there is a very good opportunity for us to start crafting. So just to brief about what crafting is, the crafting is a vertically integrated home decor company where actually we are focused on only on the climate positive materials with some unique design sensibility. We use mostly the sustainable materials like bamboo, water hyacinth, then jute, cane, and then biodegradable products like leather in our products. We design, we manufacture, and retail sales our product directly to the customer through various online channels like Amazon, Flipkart, Pepperfry, Wooden Street, EcoHoy, name any e-commerce site which is doing well in India. So our products are available over there. So what we have seen that like, hello, am I audible? Hello, am I audible? Ah, ah. So what
Yes,
we,
we can hear you.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So what we have seen that like the problem is that like we have seen that there are lots of right now the consumers focus has been shifting, consumer buying pattern has been shifting from retail to from offline to online. So people are moving, and we have understood that there are lots of potential is there. Like for mass products, Amazon is there, Flipkart is there, for electronics, Flipkart, Amazon, for fashion, Mintra is there. But if you look about for sustainable products, so there is not a single company who is actually catering to the sustainable home decor product basically. So we thought that this is a very good space wherein actually we can create some products which is highly sustainable product, and we can create a new category of products wherein by using sustainable materials like bamboo, water hyacinth, and jute. And side by side, we can create a sustainable income for the bottom of pyramid for the semi-skilled personnel in the rural areas basically. And by doing that, we are trying to promote responsible consumerism. Whenever a customer is buying a product, so he feel very pride, he can pride of the product that he is buying, because this is not affecting the environment. This is giving a positive thought process to the next generation, working on the renewable resources. So that is what we have started. And in the Western world, already most of the sustainable materials are sourced from South Asian countries like Vietnam, China, and Singapore. But in the Indian home decor market, is still a wide space, and there is lots of opportunity for this thing. So we have just tried to just access the market. So currently we can see that the market potential is around 15 to 20 billion dollar overall, as per Technopex source. And still online is at an nascent stage nascent stage, and in India it is still at a nascent stage because only 15% of the total population uses the online channels to buy the products. And we can see that if we divide the home decor market into three sectors, so we can see that there's bigger products are there, 25% is low value products, 25% is accumulate for large furniture, and there is a scope of small medium size items which comes for around 50%, where we wanted our focus to be. And whenever we are talking about bamboo, we actually we have seen that there are lots of challenges that what we have seen in bamboo, right? And what happens is that people are actually, whenever talk about bamboo, they feel that bamboo should be used as a handicraft item only. So actually we have to think urban way, because we cannot think we wanted to promote bamboo not as a handicraft. We wanted to promote bamboo as a lifestyle product rather than a handicraft product, because whenever a product is termed as a handicraft, it is automatically handicapping the buyer, because whenever a buyer is trying to buy a product, he feels that he is doing a charity to a people who is working in the rural area, but not by looking at the value of the product, but just that he wanted to buy it because he wanted to help someone. We don't wanted this industry to be a charitable industry. We wanted this industry to be a lifestyle industry where there is, because there is lots of potential. So whenever a customer is buying a product, he should feel the value of it. So that's why what we have tried to do is like we have shifted our product base from handicraft to utility based products, home decor products, lifestyle products, and which can be easily accumulated. So, and one of the biggest challenge that we were talking about, what are the products that we are about the industry, like what industry is facing, why the industry is not reviving. The basic problem in this area is not about the bamboo industry. The basic problem is the supply chain industry, because we don't have a proper logistic industry. Because supposedly from farmer to market, farm to market, the product the raw material is available, but actually raw materials are not easily good quality, easy availability of raw materials is there, but actually what happens is like there's a limited good quality of raw materials are very limited, because there are not a proper supply channel is there who can provide us a quality raw materials. So that is one of the biggest challenge, because we can see lots of bamboo over here, but actually quality suppliers are very limited. We don't have a raw bamboo bank over here, wherein actually we can directly purchase treated bamboo, or so that we can immediately use the bamboo for final value product. When you are making a product out of bamboo, there are 3 to 4 phases that we have to find out. Like first of all, we have to cut the bamboo. We have to select the bamboo, that the bamboo is matured. Then whenever we are treating the bamboo, we have to treat the bamboo against termites and borers. Like actually there is a conception that bamboo is only affected by termites, but the biggest challenge from the bamboo is that bamboo is affected by the borers. Whenever you are keeping any bamboo products, like what happens is like the boars are there who get inside the bamboo and lay eggs over there. So when the eggs becomes they try to feed on the bamboo, and suddenly the things has come. So that's why you have to constantly move the bamboo products from one place to other products. So that's why previously we used to walk on the bamboo furnitures, but gradually what we have thought that we should work on the existing skill that is available in the Northeast. That is the people are using on the bamboo, people are highly skilled in making basketry, wherein actually we try to refine the basketry skills to finer bamboo slits, wherein actually the boars or the termites cannot feed inside, because the slice is so thin that boars cannot get inside and lay eggs over there. So that is the big that is how we have started our product line from bamboo pole, solid bamboo, to a basically a mainly of the weaving bamboo, right? Weaving part. So we have also estimated that there are around 12 to 13,000 skilled workers are there. But as rightly pointed by Professor A.K. Buragohai, the resource mapping is not there. So because the resource mapping is not there, so what is happening currently is like everybody has a different kind of skill set. So we have to make a standardized structure wherein actually every people can be immediately mapped, and every person can get the same kind of product. Then how bamboo can create a social impact, that is that is one thing. What we have understood then before joining Craftin, because what we have done that the people have a low skill, the in sustain they were not having a sustainable income. The income level was between 2,000 to 3,000 per month. Then when we have started, we have tried to create an impact by involving more artisans from the cluster people, wherein actually we have tried to generate sustainable income when each household has started getting a benefit of from 5,000 to 10,000, and people who are low skill has become highly skilled just with a small refinement of the product. And we have just given a calculation like if you sell 3,000 items per month, actually you are directly giving employment to around 10 to 12 people and indirectly employing around 15 people. There are 25 people who can get directly employed with 3,000 if you sell 3,000 items. That means this is an industry which can create a huge social impact, because now the more new trend is sustainable, create sustainable products. When we are talking about sustainable product, it is sustainable living, livelihood is important, because sustainable product is something and sustainable livelihood is something different, wherein actually people are, you are creating a demand for a product wherein actually people are coming to buy the product, and so that the number of items are getting increased and increased. So we have just estimated if you sell around 5 crores annually, so it can create a sustainable income for around 500 people. So that's why this is the right time actually for this is a very good space for bamboo to grow exponentially if you plan it in a very planned way. Now, how is our approach? I'll just tell you. So, in from 2013 to 15, we have tried every model. We have tried exhibition model by selling our product. Wherein actually we have seen that in exhibition model, what is the biggest challenge that we are facing is like the logistical supply. You have to carry the product over there. There's lots of chances that the products get damaged in the transit. Then if the products are not getting sold again, there is a huge return cost is there. Then we have tried consignment model, wherein actually there we have spoken to various big outlets wherein actually they will keep our product, but actually they will make the payment when the product will get sold out. There's a consignment model. So in what happens is like most of the products are getting stocked up in a different area, when actually you're not able to keep a proper track of the product, and you don't know when will your payment will come, and if the product doesn't get sold, then you have to go and you have to pick the item. So that model also doesn't work for us. Then we tried working directly by creating our own website. There's a crafty, and we tried selling the product through our own website, because at that point of time Amazon, Flipkart, those companies were not very active. But creating our own website is easy, but sustaining that website is very difficult, because when we have started the website, we have found out the challenges, like you need to have a proper bandwidth, so that whenever how many customers are coming, your website should be very fast, secured, it should not crash, it should be able to take many at a certain point of time, around 1,000 customers at one point of time only. So that's why your bandwidth should be increased, and it's very cost cumbersome. And if you are selling through your website, then you have to do lots of spending on the advertising, Google ads, Facebook ads. So those are some of the things which is not working very well for us. So we have tried also selling product in our own. We are based in Jorhat, so we have opened an offline store in Jorhat. But because of the limited audience, and people are not very affiliated towards bamboo products, because people are not very aware about the bamboo products. Then if the bamboo is treated about the that it will long last, like we give the warranty and all, but still the offline market in Assam and Northeast, people are not very uh, ready to pay for good quality products. Okay. In 2015 to 18, what we have we tried to optimize the model to have a clear path to profitability, because from 2013 to 15 we were just exploring, and we are just trying to do the research and kind, but we are not making any money out of it. We are not we are on the losing side. So from 2015 to 18, lots of suddenly the challenges has previously the logistic challenges was there, that there are big companies who came into Northeast, to take care of the logistic channel. Like Amazon came, Flipkart came, then and the like logistic company like Blue Dart, First Flight, Overnight Express, FedEx, everybody has started their office in Jorhat basically. So what happened is like what we have understood is whenever you are tying up, you should select your partner very wisely. You should always work with the number one company. So we wanted our product to be listed in Amazon. We wanted our Flipkart has started its operation 2019 end, but Amazon was there. Amazon doesn't have the easy ship model, but we have tied up with Blue Dart. So what happened is like we can directly ship through Blue Dart. And suddenly the Paperfry has come, Wooden Street has come. So we have started listing our product over there. So, and we worked on the inventory model wherein actually we want the products to be ready in our warehouse whenever the order is placed. So we should be able to ship the item within 24 hours. That is what we have to do. But if you want to ship the products within 24 hours, you need to have a great production facility wherein actually you need to have products ready at your ready at your end. So we have tried to regenerate our business process in such a way so that we can produce more products in lesser time. So I will just show you some of the products in the later slide, where actually you will have an idea like which products we are dealing with right now. So in fact, 2018 to 20, we have started getting lots of orders from different channels, and we have started getting. We have tried to. We worked on the micro factory model, wherein actually we wanted to create a unit where that unit would be focused only on making only one item only. Our main idea is to create one product which can scale up to which we can sell around 2,000 to 3,000 units per day. That was the main idea. And gradually for scaling, we have created some clusters at village level so that we can manage scalability. And suddenly we have started to de-risking of the market. We are not only dependent on Amazon and Flipkart only. So we have started tying up with some offline store where actually they are directly paying the product upfront. They are paying, and then we are working on projects. So we have just tried to de-risk the market also. So what we have been able to do that is like the products become pan-India presence, and we constantly start on innovating on the technology. When we are talking about the techno, I know that time is very short, so I'm just trying to get it a little bit faster because there are 2 to 3 slides. That's enough. I hope it's okay for you. So what we have done is like whenever we are in online, whenever we are doing in online, so the best thing is like whenever you are doing any advertisement, so you get to know which advertising is working for you and which advertising is giving you a return for that product. So constantly you can manage your constantly you can analyze your data, and after that, so you constantly change your keywords which can suit your this thing. So our performance, we have found out that average to company cost is around 14.97. That is quite 15% is the advertisement cost we have allocated for our products. Then the second thing is like, then if you look at the data, uh, okay, if you look at the data, like the cost to return click through rate is 0.62%. Cost per click is 3. This is out of 100 people who visited our store, 3 people are getting the buying it. So that is a very good value for money. Then suddenly the return rate is also 0.75%. Like out of 100 orders, 0.7, because this is the online sales wherein actually people are buying the product by looking at the image. So 0.75% is very good. Our conversion rate on advertising is 3.5%. That is very good. And service, on the service part, delivery on time 100%, and our reviews are very good. I think, okay. So what we need to do is like we need to innovate on a continuous basis. Like because this market is very competitive, we cannot define that this is a bamboo product, so that's why we will get some or eco-friendly products. So that's why we need to get some people will be ready to buy. Ultimately, people will buy whenever he can see the value out of it. So we have to compete with alternative products. We have to compete with plastic product. We have to compete with fabric product. So currently we are competing with IKEA. We are competing with Exclusive Lane. So wherein actually we are competing on a space, consumer space. Whenever customer is going to buy, he will just search for lamps. Whenever he's searching for lamps, we have to be one of the alternative choice of the consumers so that he can buy. Whenever he is going to buy a product, there are 3 to 4 things that we need to consider. One is design, one is aesthetic, one is price factor, one is value factor. If the combination of these 4 things are there, the customer is ready to buy for it, right? Supposingly, everybody, like, I'll just give an example. Supposingly, for a electric car is there, and Mahindra has recently Mahindra has launched a car called Mahindra Reva, but this is sustainable, eco-friendly, but people are not buying for Mahindra Reva, right? People are going for petrol value only because they doesn't feel the value for it. Like the price is so high. So that's why. So supposing, so that's why actually what Tesla is doing. They are getting into the electric car, but at the price range of the petrol car with the design, aesthetic and everything remaining the same. And second thing is that service is a new brand reality because everything is going online. So buyers are very particular about the service. If you are giving a good service, then you will get a good repetitive orders. You have to produce the international quality products. Where how you can make international quality products is by making the products in a standardized way, so that it can be easy to scale and set up a defined process. You have to regenerate the process to scale the product. Now, post-COVID scenario, what happens is like during the lockdown. So there is a huge problem that we have faced. Like there is a restriction of human resources as well as goods. Like some of the accessories that we are dependent on outside market, we are not able to get it on the time. So ultimately, what happens is the sales cycles get affected. Supposingly, we expected that next Saturday or next month we would be getting this much of amount of money, but actually the sales cycles got affected, and again we have to revamp ourselves. And suddenly what happens is like you need to keep constantly motivate your workforce also, because they were also fearing that if they may lose the job also. You have to constantly motivate the workforce. But the best part is what happened is like, because we started our operation of 20th April, wherein actually we were falling on the red zone, so we green zone, so we can start operating on 20th April. And from 3rd May onwards, Amazon has opened the sales through their portal. From 3rd May onwards, the sales has started because people are moving toward the online. People are getting more orders. They are trying to buy more orders in online. So that's why from 3rd May onwards, our sales has already started. And but what happened is like in 20th June from to 12th July, Guwahati has offered a lockdown, right? For because the Guwahati is locked down. So what happened is like the product needs to go through Guwahati. So Amazon then again closed down the store. But what happened is like, because we have tied up with Blue Dart, our products are in different marketplace where we are also doing direct shipping also. So Blue Dart is shipping the products from some alternate source, like from Dibrugarh it is shipping. So only from today only the sales will get affected. But actually till yesterday we were going through, we were having lots of business out of it. Then second thing is like what we have done is like, because previously we were mostly into lifestyle products. Now we are mostly diversifying ourselves to more of a need-based products. More, we are trying to get into the basketry works. We are trying into like nursery is a very good option, where actually we can use bamboo as a nursery accessories or nursery decor, those kind of stuff. We are getting into that thing. And suddenly what happens is like the workforce who are coming from different place. So we have created a model where people are actually sitting at their home only. They are manufacturing from their home, and we're getting the products to our unit, assembling it, and then selling it. And so we have tied up with different entrepreneurs who are into the same industry, maybe in cane or something, where actually we are trying to work on a collaborative approach, that you are selling my product, I will also sell your product. So this is the collaborative approach we are trying to build it up. And currently the market is moving, so you need to create, we should not only depend on online also, like offline we are not dependent, but we need to create more sales channel, like offline is there, online is there, corporate sales is there, when actually we can directly push in, because corporates are having lots of requirement in terms of furnitures, in terms of lightings, in terms of furnishing. So we can get into those space immediately, and we can create more sales channel apart in this. These are some of the products that we are having. What we have done is, like, we have amalgamated bamboo with wooden part, wherein actually if you see, the bill of material is similar in everywhere. This wooden ring is there, the structures are same, everything is cylindrical. We have stopped working on different designs. Previously we have got around 100 designs, but gradually we have reduced the from 100 designs to around 15 to 20 designs, so that we can scale more. So our main idea is to just build a shade, and we are getting out the stand and other thing, we are getting outsourced from other party. Then wooden thing is manufactured at our place, and suddenly we are just trying into more assembling, and we are creating more branding. We are doing more on the design part and branding part, and building our market in that way. If you see, this is the same product is used as a table lamp also, same product is used as a floor lamp also, same product is a small table lamp also, the same product is used as a tripod lamp also. This is the model that we are trying to say. This net is done at the cluster level. We are assembling the net, we are joining the net over here, and then fixing it with wood, and those assembling part is done at our end. Post-COVID, we are just working on the similar, this is the existing skill, already different village clusters are working on it. These are basketry. So we are just trying to add some element by giving some colors, so that it matches with the urban decor and all. So these are some of the products. And post-COVID, we have also tried to make a bamboo face shield during the lockdown period, so that it helped the local corona warriors, because they are not protected very well. So we have developed a design with, in collaboration with NID, wherein actually the face shield is developed through bamboo and a OHP sheet. So that is all we have got right now. I have got right. If there is any question, I am very happy to answer that. And I am sorry to take the presentation a little bit more time than expected. Thank you.